Well, welcome back to Lift as You Climb, the video vlog series. We like to refer to as the sofa series because it's like sitting on the sofa with a dear friend having a conversation. And today on my virtual sofa is a dear friend and yes.
Very relaxed.
And she's and she's a lot of fun, can you tell? This is a Wendy Buchanan, all the way in Ontario, Canada. I'm on my sofa-ish in Tucson, Arizona, but the distance is only imaginary when you're with somebody you want to chat with, right? So Wendy Buchanan is the founder of Perceptions Eyewear, Inc., and also the creator and the maven behind the Be Spectacular eyewear program. And I'll let her share more about that with you at the end of the interview. But our conversation today is inspired, thank you, it's a word I wanted to spit out there, about something that came up when I was interviewing Wendy to write a chapter for this book, the Who Am I Now? Feminine Wisdom Unmasked, Uncensored book. And her chapter is called Gut Instincts, and it is definitely a must-read for all women, but especially for women with an entrepreneurial desire or activity right now. In the conversation, we talked about whether it was necessary to be an extrovert to be a successful entrepreneur. And that got the wheels kind of turning for me. And so today I thought, Wendy, how would you categorize yourself as a successful entrepreneur? Are you an extrovert or are you an introvert?
Oh, very good question. So I've always believed that I'm an extrovert through and through, 100%. There was nothing else there. These are my extrovert glasses. These are out there. When I walk into a room, people will notice these glasses. So there are a lot of times that I am extroverted. I draw energy from other people, so I get excited when I'm around new people. So I tend to kind of want, who are you? What do you do? I'm right in there trying to figure it out. But what I've learned in my journey to who am I now, if I could play that card, is there is a big chunk of me that is introverted. And I have the best times when I'm in a smaller, intimate group talking to people, and I think I almost prefer it, where I would have said when I started my company 22 years ago, I preferred the big networking events and the, kind of work the room. Not that I was in hunt of cards, but I really felt that because of the energy, I would get excited. So then I tended to be, or at least outwardly looked more extroverted, where I'm learning now that I love the introverted piece of my personality. And I love pulling that out when I'm getting to know people, especially working one-on-one a lot with people. I tend to mirror their energy. So you can't be an extrovert and then really successfully help someone who's an introvert. You kind of have to find that happy medium. And I think all of us have to pull out different parts of our personality when we're building our business, depending on who we're with or what we're doing, or what, if I'm speaking on stage, teaching my Eyewear styling program would be a different energy than when I'm one-on-one in someone's home, styling them with eyewear personally. So I play to both now, but definitely for this, I obviously went extroverted just subconsciously. Didn't even think about it.
Well, I'm glad that you did. And I'm glad that you're introducing that topic of, as women, we really are multifaceted and multi-talented, and that as an entrepreneur, you really need to pull from the toolbox at any given situation or time that you read the situation, the individual, their comfort level, their personality, and then mirroring that makes them feel more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Mm-hmm.
what I understood?
Yeah, and I think, playing to that street smarts more than book smarts. And if I can call intuition street smarts, I've had to learn to really listen to my intuition, which led to my gut instincts. That's a story for me because it was a long process to learn to really listen to it, because sometimes I'd want to dismiss it and I'd go in a different direction and I'd make some big and sometimes huge mistakes that I had to recover from because I didn't listen to what my body was telling me is this a good idea? Is it not a good idea? And whenever now it's like, you know what? Something's holding me back on this. I don't even know what it is. I don't even feel the need to explain it. I just go in a different direction now. But that was a learned skill.
Well, and it's, as entrepreneurs, because we are self-motivated and high achievers normally, that constant feeling like we have to push and drive and do more and be more, sometimes, oftentimes that can overpower the messages that maybe the universe or our gut or sometimes even our best girlfriends are trying to give us, right? And I think if we just push harder, we can transform the situation. But trusting is good. Trusting is essential. And maybe we could go deeper on that conversation on the couch later. I was curious with what you've learned about how to leverage both sides of your extrovert and introvert personality, how you use that to cultivate the tribe and the very obvious, very excited tribe that you have, and longtime loyal clients like me who want to be with you and want to work with you, and we know you and trust you and like you. And
thank you.
So what are some of your secrets that you could share with other entrepreneurs on that?
You know what? When I said that I get energy from other people, it is the best thing about what I do is learning about people and I'm developing a friend relationship, and I want to know who they are and what they do. And it's funny, like I might not remember, a detail that is about an event, but I will remember a detail if it's about a person. I'll remember that they just got married, and I'm truly interested and love that interaction. So it becomes more my business. I always said I'm lucky because it's social to a certain degree. Networking is social. Working one-on-one with clients to me is social. I'm working with friends, and if I've just got to know them, I'm building a friendship as well as a long-term working relationship. So it's not about the quick sale as much as it's about the person and, doing the right thing that's specific to them. And, one of our colleagues, Michelle Bailey, talks about getting that word. What is that word for you? And my word for this year is kind. So whenever I go off a little bit, I go, was that kind? You need to be kind. That's your word. And it's kind of guiding me and keeping me on the line. But when I look back, it's how I built my whole business. Was maybe I wasn't consciously aware of what I was doing, but my clients are my friends and my friends become my clients, and it all gets mixed. And I like living my life that way.
Well, you've given me a clue to, I was going to ask you for some of your strategies around being comfortable networking. And I think one of the takeaways for me today is that you have a word or a guiding thought that helps you stay on course with what you're committed to do in networking and in building relationships. Any other tips or gifts you'd like to give our audience today on how to get comfortable with self-promotion and networking?
Oh.
Besides wearing the right eyeglasses.
Yeah, well, and we kind of said that in jest, but it's not just the eyewear, it's be very comfortable in who you are and what your message is. And I think once you work on you and you're good with you, you can go out and be, if that makes sense. So then you can be present, you can make those connections. People will be attracted to you. When you're just authentic and you're not worried about, does this jacket fit me right? Do these glasses look good on me? Is my hair the right color? You've looked after everything that's about you, so you can go out and just give and be of service in whatever your business is. So I think that is essential.
Brilliant. Thank you, Wendy, because it's something I know, but I can forget it and feel distracted and discombobulated. And if I am feeling less than confident about my appearance, then it's not possible for me to focus in on the person I'm talking to. Really fully be present. So great advice. All right, Wendy, would you come back and sit on our virtual sofas again, and we can continue these conversations?
Absolutely, as long as you've got some comfy cushions, I'm good.
Okay, and maybe a glass of wine at some point too. Would you put up your slide with your contact information?
Let me share my screen with you.
Thank you. Thank you, because I want everybody to be able to reach out and find Wendy Buchanan, the eyewear image expert, and her website is perceptionseyewear.com. Brilliant YouTube channel videos, really, really helpful, especially in that area about being comfortable with yourself and wearing the right stuff and having the right look to match your persona and your pursuit. And on LinkedIn, Wendy Buchanan, you'll find out all the great stuff she's been up to in the decades that she's owned her own business. And my favorite line is to be spectacular.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wendy, and for everyone else. And we'll be back to you soon. Bye for now.